hello, hello, everybody. Everybody. What's cracking? What's happening? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, everybody, getting old sucks. And I'm not talking about me, like my age, or anything. I'm talking about actually getting old does suck. I all the time I do the things I do because I say all the time, one day I am not going to be able to do this. And I always say, one day I'm not going to be able to do this. Whenever an old person came to me a long times ago, be like, oh, you're young and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you take into consideration, like, a person is old, of course. They're more knowledgeable and yada, yada, yada. But you don't really think about it. Actually, by the way, I do have my fish tank light on, and I got these little lights on in the back. So I got a little bit more lighting here. And I need to move this. I don't know why. Okay, there it goes. But yeah, so just want to let you know that getting old really, really does suck. Coming from me and my age, I'm not near as old, but I feel for the older people. And I have a lot of feeling for the old people, like their health conditions, a lot of people's health gets all over the place. I always say to myself, one day, there's gonna be a time where I'm gonna have to accept not drinking Monster Energy. And I said to myself, like, man, one day I'm gonna have to accept.
Grandma.
Here, I'll tell her I'll do the live stream. I'm not gonna be here that long, anyways. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to accept getting old one day. I have to accept me not working on my car. There's a lot of exceptions when you become old, and I encountered way too many old people that do not want to accept. They don't. Especially the old people that come around, used to come in my shop. Oh, I could do that myself. Oh, I could do that myself. Yeah, you can do it yourself, but you're gonna hurt yourself. Like, I'll say, somebody's control arms are bad. Oh, I could do that myself. You don't have to charge him. And I'm like, dude, there's a time and place where you gotta accept. You gotta accept how that you cannot do those things anymore. And one day I'm gonna have to come to realization the same way. Drinking, like alcohol, might play a differ. I know my uncle is not supposed to drink alcohol, but he does. And he hasn't accepted to not drink alcohol. It's like a daily for him. It's like, I gotta have my alcohol of the day. Which I understand that. At the same time, it's like he's not accepting it. Yeah, well, one day in the future, will my uncle just stop drinking alcohol again? I don't know, maybe. The only thing that sucks too for me is one day I'm gonna have to accept not eating spicy stuff. You know how much that hurts me? Inside, internally, I am dying because I don't want to give that up. I love spicy foods. I love spice. I love chile. I love pickles. I like the chile powder. I like eating all that chile. But then it's like, one day I'm gonna have to, because I get old, I'm gonna have to give it up. Maybe something's wrong with my intestines, and maybe my intestines are going cuckoo. So, again, getting old does suck. And out of my family, all of us are short, right? Hold on. I'm short. My family's short. And I was like, I love food and everything. My legs, all of our legs are the same, the stubby legs. And one day I'm not going to be able to pick up my leg from a step because the step is too high and you got to move your joints. And my cousin struggles, that's why he doesn't want to come clip Paku's nails, because he can't get up my stairs. Nor my grandma can get up my stairs. And I'm like, man, it's crazy how we're actually the same height. And maybe one day I'm going to have to accept I can't get up a stair anymore. I can't get up a step stool either, because I'll probably fall right down. And it's like, getting old does suck. Just to even think about it. You look at the aspect of it, like you like right now, like go to a stair, prop your leg up to see if you can go. You gotta at least, like, I'll try when I get older, like around 50s, 60s. I'm gonna try to keep my leg propped up a little bit, because I know it's gonna be hard to prop your leg 90 up. So like I can't even show y'all, but imagine getting old and you gotta prop your leg up to get up a stair. It feels so weird. Same thing with covered eating foods. Doing things that you always live for. Career, could be anything. Maybe you can't do your own career path anymore. Maybe you're just stuck again. You can't do it. Like my cousin too, he's a veterinarian. He struggles to pick up a dog because he's a veterinarian. He can't pick up a dog like he used to back then. And he still hasn't came to realization and accept that he's old and he can't do that no more. But in his mind, he hasn't accepted. Accepting comes a long way when you're getting old, guys. It's pretty intense, if you ask me. Pretty intense. I all the time tell myself, how am I gonna do it? And I don't have any kids, don't have anybody. But then it's like I come into a realization, like, just because I can see myself getting old and gray and rich, does that mean I'm gonna have someone there have to take care of me? Like, there's gonna be one day that Lonely Wolf self cannot take care of herself, and it's like one day Lonely Wolf has to have someone by my side to help me go to the bathroom, to help me go get upstairs, to help me get ready. It's pretty intense, and that I probably would break down from there too. Like, I would have a mental breakdown because I can't do it anymore. When you get old, you can't do the things you used to, and getting old does suck. Also, getting old also is something that we think about all the time when we go to the doctors. When you're old and you go to the doctors, and I felt this way before, where like, are you ever going to come out of the doctors? Like, are you going to die here? My aunt was in the doctor. She's been dying. My aunt used to smoke when she was a kid, literally a kid, probably 7, 8 years old. And she has a hard time breathing, so she uses the mask thing to breathe. So she's been dying for at least 7 years. She's been dying for almost 7 years. That's what I think it feels like, almost 7 years. And it's hard to believe that, like, wow. And so you think about your future, you think about dying, and that's all you have on your mind is, when am I gonna die? How am I gonna die? And will I wake up from a nap, or will I die in my sleep? Will I die? You always think about dying. You always think about, what's gonna happen to me next. You always think about it because you're scared to die. You don't know how. So anyways, guys, I'm at almost 11 minutes. I'm saying this because my grandma, she's going tomorrow to the colonoscopy, do one. And she's 70 years old. She has to be put to sleep to do the procedure, in which you're supposed to, that's how they do it. But I feel like there should be an age restriction to put someone to sleep around 70. Like, I don't think that they should do that procedure. Like, I think if you were to have that done, you should have that done around your 60s, 50s. If anybody, like, I'm learning my own lesson too. If you're gonna have one of those procedures done, you gotta be at least around 50s or 60s, because I feel like it's just too late on when you're 70 years old and the doctors have to put you to sleep to do something. I feel like this should be an age restriction, because even her, she is thinking about everything. And I say it to her the same way. Well, it's better off if anything, if life calls her in the middle of the procedure, it's better than that than to be in a car accident, to die at home alone, to have pain of dying. At least you know that you're gonna rest at peace. That's how I would feel. If I died during a procedure, I know that I didn't at least die alone at home. I didn't go through so much trauma to die. I didn't feel like and wishing to die. And sometimes I feel like that helps you understand life and what the next generation is going to be, because once she comes out of that recovery mode, then she's going to be like, maybe that wasn't so bad. And they do those procedures every single day, and not one person that I have read passed away. But you never know. Life calls you. If you're putting the mind and body to sleep. I mean, the doctors aren't. They're putting the mind body to sleep. However, if a calling calls for you, and that's your time to go, then that's your time to go. So I understand what she's going through. I say the same thing. I hope for the best for her tomorrow, and it's super annoying that I have to go to work at that time. I have to close my store down because that's the schedule. Just out of all the other schedules that I've had was opening the store, and now I have to close the store because I could have got off around that time, 3, 4, but no, had to come like this. So we're going to see what happens. But yeah, I'm making this video because of that. Hopefully tomorrow's video is nothing bad. Hopefully tomorrow I can pick myself up and be fine. But yeah, guys, so. Oh boy. And I got home a little later because I helped her out. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.